As somebody who played Barbies all the time, and I looked up the meaning behind the Barbie movie, I was so excited to see this movie. I used to play Barbies for hours. I had the dollhouses, the cars, every type of Barbie. I was mad excited. But why would you have somebody at the premiere who not only married a rapist, got her brother out who is a fucking rapist, and she hangs out with rapists and does music videos with them? What the fuck? And her husband's a model. So you mean to tell me, even though the Barbie movie was kind of directed and filmed more towards adults, you mean to tell me a movie that represents all of our childhoods and even little girls? I saw people taking their kids to the movie. You mean to fucking tell me you had somebody who married a rapist, constantly hangs out with rapists, her brother's a fucking rapist, she's always in fights with every fucking body, somebody who's always tearing women the fuck down? You mean to tell me that's who was at the premiere? Are you shitting me? When I even just think of the logo or the name Barbie, I think of a girl's innocence. I think of young women living out different experiences and a woman's woman and women empowerment and girls getting to, help each other and uplift each other, and girls playing in a fantasy land and staying up all night with your friends or your sisters, etc. I cannot believe they had a woman like Nicki Minaj who cannot stop getting intertwined with rapists at this fucking premiere. That's so fucking disgusting. I'll never see this fucking movie. Like, I'll never support this fucking movie. Like, I know it really doesn't mean shit, but I'm not gonna support this shit. Like, this is so crazy to me. Nicki Minaj, on top of being up every single rapist's ass that she can find, she's always fucking with somebody. Every time somebody's doing good for themselves, like a female rapper, she shits on them or gets angry at them, or if they don't bow down to her, she gets so fucking offended. She's always nitpicking with people. She's just so fucking negative and trifling and honestly just a bitch. No, but really, just being like high-key honest, Little Kim has called herself a Barbie different times, so I'm not sure where Nicki gets this idea that she even came up with that shit. They should have had Little Kim at the fucking premiere. Not saying that Nicki didn't just run with that, but that was not Nicki's idea. There was a lot of women who called themselves Barbies. I think Nicki just kind of gets ideas, and that's all she gets, like one or two Bergen ideas, and she just runs with them for years and years and years. But no, for real, Nicki is a fucking terrible person, and I'm glad so many other people started realizing it. Like, I was looking at different magazines, I was looking at different YouTube videos, I don't have TikTok, but I was looking up different TikTok videos. I saw memes on Pinterest. I was like, damn, I was talking to some of my friends and family about it. There's so many people that are finally starting to see that Nicki Minaj is always in some shit. And she's always instigating the shit. She's always starting shit. And then she's like, why is it people picking on me? Nobody likes me. Everybody wants to use me. Use you for what? I think one of the reasons Nicki Minaj starts so many feuds is because she's starting to become irrelevant. Because I was thinking about this the other day. Remy Ma was in jail. Lil' Kim kind of fell off. Snow the Product hadn't really blown up yet. Cardi B didn't exist. Lotto, all of them really didn't exist. Megan Thee Stallion, they didn't really exist yet. So Nicki, for a long time, was the only female rapper. I think Nicki Minaj's biggest problem is right now that other female rappers are not only existing, but they're above her. They literally are so much better than her. Their music videos are not just them shaking their ass and talking about how great their pussy is. It's very intricate. The music videos are very intricate. Don't get me wrong. There are obviously female rappers talking about the same shit Nicki Minaj did, but they're not only doing what Nicki did, but they're doing it better, and they're doing other shit, and they're not married to a fucking rapist who also has hella motor charges and I guess 5 random ass kids. I just found out today this nigga's got 5 random ass kids. Nicki Minaj really just wanted to have a baby. She really just wanted to get married and have a baby. She's such a clown. She's such a fucking clown. But I think Nicki Minaj's biggest problem is that other rappers started coming up on the up and rise for real, because what competition did she really have? Lil' Kim just kind of went and did her shit. Like I said, Remy was in jail. Cardi wasn't really existing yet. Megan Thee Stallion, Snow the Product, they wasn't really popping yet. Nobody. So pretty much Nicki Minaj was the best female rapper, because what other competition did she have? I mean, Iggy was really good. Don't get me wrong, Iggy was good, but I think Ti was like writing her shit or whatever. And you know, in the community, people tend to just follow people who look like the other community. But Iggy was like Ti was writing better lyrics than Nicki Minaj. The only thing Nicki can say is that she write her lyrics. But if you really look up Nicki Minaj's lyrics, they suck. And all of Nicki Minaj's lyrics pretty much are like my pussy, my money, all these niggas want me, da da da. Like it's nothing. It's really nothing. Or she's like just belittling other women. Like whole MO is fucking rapists and like hanging out with rapists, getting rapists off, just mad chilling with them, or just like being toxic to the whole fucking community. Like I'm not even just talking about women of color or black women, none of that. Like she's just fucking toxic to everybody. She's like a fucking cancer that spreads in multiple parts of your body. Like she's fucking terrible for real. She really is terrible. And then anytime she does something like noble or good, she tells everybody. And then when I say this shit, people be like, oh, that's because you support Cardi. It's not even nothing really about Cardi. I had kind of stopped fucking with Nicki Minaj before Cardi even blew up for real. Like, really before Bodak Yellow. Because I remember hearing Bodak Yellow, and I was like, is that girl from Love and Hip Hop? Like, I literally... So it was before that. I had stopped fucking with Nicki for like a while. Like, she's just like a mean bitch. She's a mean girl. Like, and not in like a cute way. Like, she's fucking terrible. She's always bullying somebody, coming at somebody. I think she's grasping at trying to stay relevant. I think Nicki Minaj's problem is there's so many female rappers and she didn't really have competition, so she just won by a landslide. I mean, of course you're number one if there was not a 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like, who was she competing against? And don't get me started on how she tried to call out Tyga for being with a 17-year-old and she married a rapist. She married a rapist. Then she had Tyga on her radio show and she was like buddy with him, so you're not that upset he was a pedophile, bitch.